Yes, yes. What up? The Triple B live right here. Let's go. We're a bit late. We're half an hour late because Prince Patel was taking care of Ghanaian Pum Pum. So he's a bit late, but we're waiting for him. Come on, Prince. Get your ass here. Get your ass here, brother. We're waiting to hear. The Prince is fighting tomorrow. Yeah. And he's put on a lot of weight. We don't know yet what. I reckon about 147, you know. And the guy used to fight bantamweight, bruv. So this is a big fight. This is a big weight difference. Wagwan, yeah, what up, brother? Great to see you, man, as usual. Great to see you. We're just waiting for the Prince to come on. Apparently he was late for sexual reasons. So, yeah. I don't know what that means. We'll ask him when he comes on, and he's coming on. Okay, we got him. Prince, what's up?
Wait, is the mic's not on yet? Wait.
Well, I can see the mic. I can't see you. Get on, Prince. Everyone's waiting for you. Maybe the broadband's not so good in Ghana. I don't know, man. Ghana might not be so great. But he's coming on. You know. He's fighting tomorrow in Accra, Ghana. And we're going to find out what weight. We're going to find out what weight. This could be the time for a new prince. He's looking big. The mic is on, but the cam is down. Oh, Prince, yeah. Okay, he's come back. Lance Armstrong Bossy, hello, Chubby. Yeah, hello, brother. Come on, Prince. Get yourself on, blood. I can see you're on, Prince. But your cam is not on. Put your cam on, blood. Big up the Chubby and good to see. Here we go. The man himself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, man, Prince Patel, the 1 in a billion, is here now in the house from Accra, Ghana, with his hair done. What's up, brother? 1 in a billion is here.
Yeah, here, man. Yeah. Just putting in the work, man. Putting in the work. Globe trotting. And, you know, I thought while I'm on my travels, the Triple B deserves to get me on his channel, man. Triple B, the number one channel in boxing at the moment. Absolutely.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, it came quickly, man. I was surprised at how quick I thought it was 15th of July, but here you are. In Accra, yeah. Tomorrow is the big fight. Your hair looks good. Look at that hair. Show the hair to the people. Look at this. Look at that. How long did that take, blood?
It's about 30 minutes or something. To be honest, I don't even really like my hair. I don't even like my hair being braided. I prefer just having it out wild and all that bullshit. But obviously for the fight, just in case, could get a bit serious in there, and imagine the eyes getting all sunglassed up and you can't see. Got to make sure,
you got to watch out. You remember Paulie Malignaggi? You look a bit like Paulie.
When he had his hair,
he had to have his hair cut against
I get that.
Health as well says, yo, the hair's looking gracious, brother. No homo.
Send a super chat, man.
Yeah. Remember,
the Triple B is not like Tyan Booth where he's struggling for electric, yeah. But you know, the Triple B deserves super chats. He's putting on great shows.
Come on,
the truth.
Yeah, I thank you. I thank you for that. I've been a bit 2 weeks. I haven't done much, but yeah, I'm back, and I'm back with the Prince, 1 in a billion. So tomorrow, who are you fighting, and at what weight, brother?
Fighting. Well, I scaled like I think it's a welterweight fight. Yeah, anything over 140 and under 147 is welterweight, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What did you weigh in at? What did you weigh in at?
I weighed in a lean. No, not a lean, but like a. It was like 143. I think it was.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But I had to strip. Like, do you know what it was? Is as you know, supposed to be handing a beat into Joshua Clotty. Joshua Clotty was at the gym stripping off weight. He was struggling. I was stripping off as well, but
quickly, so people can hear. You were meant to fight Joshua Clotty, right?
Yeah. The man who went points with Pacquiao, the man who beat Zab Judah.
Right.
stopped Zad Buda, former IBF world champion, lost a split decision to Miguel Cotto. I was gonna fight him in his own country. That's what the whole thing. He's gonna be there tomorrow. He's gonna be there tomorrow. It's gonna be a face
Well,
off
you
in the
can
ring.
make the weight, so it might happen like later. It might happen later.
Because the thing is I don't really want to be. I look a bit skinny in this, but I don't really want to be skinny. So I want to put some extra girth. So it's like, I don't know, man. It makes sense. Like after this, the Isaac Lowe fight is not going to happen. He don't even want to engage in any form of like interaction. So he obviously doesn't want to build a fight himself. So that's then. You got to read signals, innit? Like sometimes when a girl ain't interested in you, you got to read signals, innit? Obviously, that don't normally happen to me, but in this case, Isaac weren't really interested. He weren't really texting back, as you'd say. And
no, he wasn't biting, was he? I think he's scared of the Prince, bro.
Look, I think the fact that he realized it was ever since I won the world title, he just went quiet. So I think he knows I'm at that level. Then he realized, you know what, this guy's putting on some size, he's putting on some mass. And
this
then
is the Prince right now. Look at the size. I don't like to use this phrase, but you look swole, blood. I mean, look at that Indian power. You look skinnier now than you do there, bro.
I know, like, what the hell's going on? Like, I don't do rehydrating enough. It might just be the angle of the thing, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, look, the size is coming on. He's obviously looked at that and thought, you know what, fuck this, I don't want to be around that. And obviously, he's going his path. He's going to continue the rimming on Tyson.
Yeah.
So imagine the farts that Tyson is doing at the moment. You know, like them beer farts. Like he's gone to the boozer. He's got himself drunk. He's doing some big beer farts, and yeah, he's just it's not looking good for him at the moment.
I think Isaac. Well, it looks like Isaac Lowe. He's just his little leprechaun, you know, who runs around him, who probably makes him laugh with how retarded he is and this kind of stuff, right?
Look, I think Isaac's a complete joke personally. His career's going nowhere. If you eliminate the brown nosing he's done with Tyson, where would he be? He'd be stuck on I don't know, one of them small hall northern shows, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Having to sell tickets and all that rubbish. But to be fair, look, I'm not even signed. So whatever he's doing something right. But he just ain't good enough to win things.
No. And he doesn't want any of the Prince, that's for sure. But, you know.
But Joe does.
So do you see your future at welterweight?
Look, I already said in the last Triple B show that I done with you, I said, look, people might think it's crazy, but if I get a couple wins at welterweight or whatever, welter, super light, whatever it is, there are big names out there. There are big money names out there. Sure. I believe I've got the abilities to mix with any of these guys. I've said it before. Everything I've said before, minus the Saudi Arabia show, I've backed up. And yeah, I think a couple good wins. When I say good wins, a couple respectable wins and a top 15 ranking in any of them divisions.
Sweet.
And I believe a lot of people are going to be wanting to go one-on-one with the great one.
Well, I mean, yeah, they should. I mean, you know, I think you've been treated poorly by the boxing establishment, you know, in terms of chances and stuff. You're ranked. I looked at BoxRec, right? You're ranked number 3 in the UK bantamweight at the moment. Yeah. Number 20 in the world. But that's finished. Bantamweight's finished for you.
But that's not happening anytime soon. The only way I'm making bantamweight is if I got stuck on a desert island. There was nothing. There was no weights to lift. There was like literally just no food to eat. I've just got to go for like long marathons every day, become an anorexic girl. But like that's not happening anytime soon. But to be honest, I don't know, man. Like the truth is, like it hurts me to say this because I spent my whole life like at the weight, like pretty much at that weight. But like, and you eliminate guys like Inoue, where's the money at?
No, I get that. You've got to get the money out of this business, right? And
I'm sitting there at home with my cock in my hand, and I'm thinking, what is this rubbish? Like, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, like, if I'm looking at all the guys that I could fight, like originally I was thinking win the IBO. Then you can maybe fight like, because I was originally supposed to fight Laborio Solis. So he went clinched with Inoue's brother. So I thought, if I box Solis, stop Solis, I raise a good case to fight Inoue's brother, Takuma Inoue. And I thought, good unification, IBO, WBA, nice little mix. a WBA belt looked good on me, and then it just didn't like. They weren't interested. I'm sitting there thinking, well, I'm not gonna go and just pay him ridiculous amounts of money to try and get him to fight me, because it don't really, in my mind, it don't make money sense for it. So it was just like there's no ways of making money at bantamweight.
So here's the legend, Shane Bongos. He's a chubby legend in the house. You must know who Shane Bongos is. Has the Prince abstained from sex romps during training camp?
Do you know what? I'll be truthful. I haven't, and the reason why I haven't is there's an old wives' tale that says, you know, when you start doing legs in the gym, yeah, your test levels just increase. Yeah. So even if I wanted to abstain from sexual activities, I physically couldn't. And then when I'm getting all these women coming on to me for obvious reasons and stuff, it's like, what do I do? It'd be rude not to, right?
You've got to take care of business. Remember Lloyd Hannigan, right? You remember Lloyd Hannigan?
Yeah. Beat Don Curry.
He said, I don't know if he was lying, man, but it doesn't matter. He said he shagged the woman 6 times in the night before he beat Don Curry. 6 times in the same
Lloyd Hannigan. I don't think Lloyd Hannigan shagged 6 times in his life, man. Never mind 6 times one night.
Come on, blood. Oh, dear me. I want to show the picture of the weigh-in again, because look, there's a Ghanaian bird, and she likes what she sees with the Prince.
Look at her. The truth is about this, yeah, is that woman was going up to all the guys asking, oh, who's that guy? As in me, yeah? And then the whole time was trying to instigate conversation. And I'm thinking, like, what is this like?
You've not done any oil drilling while you've been in Ghana?
Nah, no oil drilling, no oil. But to be honest, I said it before. Look. If a couple £1 million got offered, a man's got a price, right? So everyone's got a price.
Yes, brother. Unfortunately, it's true. But yeah, Raheem says triple big. We thought Sonny had caught up with you. Sonny has dropped his Twitter. You know, he's cancelled his Twitter. Isn't that weird? Because he used to love it and he used to talk, and he's Sonny dropped it.
Sonny was supposed to, according to people, Sonny was supposed to be the king of Twitter by trolling people. No one wants to engage in an argument with him. But the funniest thing is we done like a, you know, sometimes when some boxing channels do them live Twitter stuff.
Yeah.
So I jumped on one with him, completely rinsed into him, told him about himself, told him about what he looks like, all that sort of bullshit. We had a long chat in there. It was about two hours. Completely got destroyed. Everyone on there agreed with everything I was saying, and then people are still going around saying he's the king of Twitter and all this. Then it didn't take till, I think it was Tommy Robinson, former EDO member, trying to join the referendum party.
He works for Mossad. He works for Mossad, by the way. But
who's Mossad in Manchester?
No, Mossad. Israel.
Hey,
he's funded by them. Serious blood. That
sounds like well, basically, it didn't take until Tommy started mugging him off for him to drop his whole Twitter. You know, sometimes it's when the harsh reality hits you, then you just go missing from the world, and that's what I believe he did.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, you know what's weird, right? You know Sam Stroller, he's a big Prince Patel fan, right? Sam Stroller.
Good man as well. Good man as well.
So he got banned from Sonny's Twitter, and he was like saying, Sonny, you know, why are you not talking about LGBT boxing fans? And Sonny just blocked him, and he got Sam rinsed him a couple of times, and he can't handle it. If you got a bit of chat, he just he blocks you, which is weak. If you're the so-called king of Twitter, which by the way is cringe anyway, but if you're the so-called king of Twitter, you got to take the good with the bad, man. I'll take the haters. I take the haters,
but look, at the end of the day, Sonny's Sonny. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He's a decent boxer, no power, nice snorefest, semi-talented, but he's fighting 8 stone guys who ain't even 8 stone. He's fighting guys that are like 7 stone 11, 7 stone 10.
Yeah,
he's fighting 30-year-old men that are 7 stone 10. Let that marinate, guys. resonate in your
Derek
mind.
Chisora says no one cares. You talk about us about Sunday because no one cares about little guys. What So like, how do you feel?
You know
now?
what? I regret not being on. Well, I can't regret because I never got the opportunity. But if I was on that press conference with Delbum, I would have put Delbum in his place. I would have told him exactly what it is. He's lost what, a quarter of his fights.
Yeah,
he's lost over 10 fights. He's done double digits.
He lost 15. He lost 15 fights out of. He's had 50
at the time, I think he'd
15.
lost 11 at the time. I think he was 11 losses at the time. Complaining about being the main event, all this rubbish, saying he ain't getting paid enough. But you signed the contract beforehand. So why are you trying to bring that up now? It's just straight publicity stunting. Bullshit.
I mean, I don't mind a bit of Del Boy, but he's punch drunk. He's
Del Bum.
Del Bum. Chorizo.
0 world titles. Obviously, Del Bum wasn't good enough to be at the top of the food chain.
Well, you're right, but
I would say that too.
He's made a lot of money. Which some people say is undeserved. Some people say
what's the worst that would happen though if I told Del Bum that he's an ungrateful bum?
He might pull your hair like Fraser Clark.
if he did pull my hair or do something like that, you best dip into his pocket.
Yes,
big.
No, I mean it's out of order. I don't agree with it. But
I could be, and with the donations that I get from that, I could be sponsoring the Triple B's channel. I could be sponsoring the Triple B.
Tomorrow, after you win, I want you to give the Triple B a big up, man. And where can we see it, by the way? Is there any way we can see it on YouTube or anything like that?
I'm waiting for the promoter to send me a link for it, but I'll send you one. There's going to be a link.
Please do, because I'll put it up. I've been inactive for 2 weeks, but you know I need to represent the Prince, obviously. You know, we back the Prince on his channel. You know, you see all the guys, man. The fans commentating. You know, and we want you to do well. How do you feel right now, which is a day before the fight? Relax. You look more intense than usual.
Nah, you know what it is. Nah, it's a tactical risk. There's pros, there's cons behind the whole thing. Look, I've already achieved what I wanted to do in boxing. I've already become a world champion. I've become the first Indian to do so. I believe my optimum weight ideally would be starving myself and probably making something like, I don't know, something between fly and featherweight, probably something like that. That's probably my optimum weight.
Right.
But I have to be realistic within myself and realize, even if I did do featherweight, what's the big fights out there? You might say Nick Ball. You might say Ray Ford, you might say these guys, but in the grand scheme of things, Nick Ball is not a household name in the UK. You're not gonna generate large sums of money unless it's in Saudi Arabia, because the truth is no one really knows who he is. But if I go up to like a super lightweight, a welterweight, a super, even middle, whatever, there are guys in them weight divisions that the general public may have heard of. Do you know what I'm saying? So like someone like Conor Benn, for example, the public know who he is. I said this in the last channel with you. All I've got to do is rack a few wins at welterweight. He needs opponents. He needs credible opponents. He needs opponents that are proven.
And it will be a great promotion, you know, because you
100%.
Well,
look, they would. The truth is, they would take the fight based on the fact they'll go, well, he's had a few fights at welterweight. He's won them. He might have got himself a top 15 ranking. It's a worthy opponent. He's world ranked. He's earned his shot. That's what they probably sell it as. But they're hoping he gets a highlight reel stoppage against me. But that's the only reason why they would take it, because they'll think I'm a blown up like lower weight guy, and he can walk through me, and I'll be able to build the fight up and do some talking.
Right.
And the thing is,
no, I mean, firstly, I was going to say, do you need a couple of fights just to get used to the weight before Ben?
Look, I've done some sparring at the weight, not a lot of sparring, some sparring. The first spar I did do, I was pretty nervous because I was thinking, what if this guy just bangs me out? Like, you know what I mean? I've never really like sparred open at that weight, if that makes sense. Because I think the guy I sparred was the middleweight, and I've gone up to like welter where they've not been that good. Do you know what I mean? But they might even still be holding back a little bit. But I've never had them like full out trying to take my head off and that. So when I had that, it was like it didn't really, the power, because I've got the weight now, it didn't really feel like the power was like up to worry. It felt like a slow motion version of an average puncher at bantamweight.
Right. Got you.
But maybe the guy sparred wasn't that great, if that made sense. But I don't know. Like, so I need up the sparring, obviously. I need to see how I do in small gloves tomorrow, because obviously the 8 ounces are on.
Yeah.
And just, who knows, man? It might, the whole thing might be a flop. I might go out there and be like, you know what? I've got to not mention someone like Connor's name because I can't hang with him. But who knows? I might go out there tomorrow. I might lay him the fuck out. And I think, well, you know what? Any one of these weights can get it.
Well, make sure once you get the YouTube link to tell me, so I'll stick it up so everyone can see you fight, man. Because we don't want to see Riakporhe and Chris Billam-Smith. We want to see the Prince, man.
I don't get that. See, like with like Boxer and that, like the reason why I didn't fight in 2022 was because of Boxer. Right. So I had Ben Shalom. He was interested because there was an Asian guy who managed Amir Khan. He was like playing the middleman. He was interested. He liked how, because their slogans, something like chase your journey or trace your dreams or something. So I was doing that, literally that. I've done that. I go out there and I try to get, obviously my career, I'm chasing my future, chase your future. That's it. Their slogan is chase your future. So obviously I've been doing that. So me and him were doing some, never met in person, but it was always video calls.
Right.
Just said, yeah, we'll do this. And then you're waiting there with your cock in your hand and nothing's happening. Like, it's just bullshit. And then before you know it, the whole year's gone. And then you think, well, you know what? They're obviously not interested. There's only so long you can hold on for. And then you're seeing fucking, like, look at the guys fighting tomorrow. There's a girl fighting on the card. Like, who the fuck wants to see that?
Hennessy.
I don't want to see that. I don't. But that's a lie. That's a lie.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right?
Look, I haven't got a problem with her or her brother. I get on with them both when they've been in the gym and I've had conversations with them. I get on with them, but I have to be real. I'm better than both of them. I've got more talent in my left testicle alone than they both got in their whole bodies.
No, they're whack, man. This is okay. We've got Shane Bogus again, the legend. Did the Prince like Fran Hennessy in her underpants at a skyway? She's a bit chubby. Would you take care of that business?
No.
I mean, listen, you know, like, don't get me wrong. Like, if it was any good, I think, you know, get on the undercard. But it's terrible, and they're pushing this, or they're bumping off male fighters such as yourself that should be fighting on the bill. And they're putting these women that can't fight, that slap each other, and they're telling us... We had
this conversation before. It's like, in football, you won't go, oh, yeah, for equal rights, let's now tell Chelsea or Man United, you can't play on TV on this day because we're going to have the female squad play here. Do you know what I mean? Like, that don't happen because no one's really going to tune in. But what they're doing is on Boxing Time, they're throwing it out there and they're forcing you to watch. Like, why was there an all-female card where they had to give out tickets for free?
Yeah.
An all-female card. That's bullshit. They say it's for, like, what, diversity and inclusion. But where's the Indian fighters? Where are the Indian fighters?
I'm backing you. It's a fraud. But Boxer himself, even Ben Shalom said, oh, we want women's fights. But you're like, well, listen, if it was tennis or something like that.
Bro, he's probably just some sick pervert that just got like a weird fetish or something. And you know what? Let's remove that. Someone send another super chat because I don't want to see the words Hennessy in her underpants on the screen.
Get rid of Fran Hennessy. She got, you know what she got? She got that. I'll put a different one. Let me put the one. Comment. We'll leave it on that. Right. You know what it is? You know what she's got? She's got that unfortunate figure, which is a small bra and big pants. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, no.
Bro, it's similar to Shannon Courtney's physique. Like, I'm not interested in some woman that's built like Mike Tyson. Like, no, not Mike Tyson, fucking Tyson Fury. Like, I'm not interested in that. Tyson Fury got bigger titties. Tyson Fury got bigger titties than Fran.
But I don't like to rinse it too much because he's only like 18 or 19. But I mean, it's a fraud, right? And you got a fat father with a fat face, you know, going, hey, clapping at ringside. Well, his fat daughter.
You know what? The thing is, I could sit here and be like, look, he's all right, Mick Senior and all that. But you know what? No, because you was on Channel 5 and you're putting on shows and stuff, and you spoke to me on 2 occasions, and you didn't decide to put me, even though you promised me at one point that you was going to get me this and you was going to do this and you was going to do that. But in the end, you're putting guys that no one cares about on fights, and then you lose your channel. And then you lose your, let's cut the bullshit. You complain
the
about
is, right? No, the reality is, if people looked at the viewing figures and they kept saying, "Oh, the women's card was so good," well, they put it on Free Sky, right? But if you look at the viewing figures, I've been to many shows, and whenever there's a women's fight, people start looking at their mobile. They start going for a drink.
Go to the bar,
No one is interested, bruv. And the reason is because it's poor. If it was
the best way to do this, is for that. They won't do this though because they'll lose money. The best way to do it though is stick it on pay-per-view. Do an all women's card again. Stick it on pay-per-view, and watch no one buy it.
Yeah, 10 people would buy it. They're friends. 10 people would buy it. They're friends.
Whereas I know people might say I'm deluded, but if you was to give me 3 fights on a TV platform with 3 build-ups, the 4th one could be pay-per-view. I'm confident on that.
No, I think if you follow the right path, if you do the right things, obviously, I've always been concerned because you speak well, you've got character, you've achieved well. Why are you not given those chances? I don't know. Do you feel you upset someone, or what's this about?
All right. Do you know what I think it could be? And I've thought about this. I've fornicated with a lot of women in my life. No. This is the God's honest truth, hand on heart. There's a lot of blowjobbers out there that are fornicating. And sometimes I've gone to their houses. I've seen like family pictures. So and the woman's told me, "Oh, don't worry about that." And I'm thinking to myself, you're obviously married and got kids and all this bullshit. You know what I mean? And I think obviously I've indulged and I've done what I've done. And I think, you know what? If I smash someone in a high up position, misses, and it's like just biting me on the arse now, like I don't know, man. Something's obviously happened.
You've been cursed by too much pum pum. It sounds like, man. Oh, my boy. Okay, just my boy Muhammad N. My boy Muhammad on Cash App has just given me £10. My boy Muhammad, he's a big Prince Patel fan, has just given me £10. So we've got a lot of love already, man. On the live, naturally, when the Prince comes on, the super shekels come in, blood.
Absolutely.
No, I mean, you deserve your time, and it's a time in your career when you got made that big move and you've made it. Could you see an Amir Khan fight?
Look, bro, absolutely. He's obviously teased him and KSI and stuff. So he's obviously thinking of going down that route. As I said to you before, I just need to get my name out there. I need to be proven that I've fought on, like the bigger weights. Yeah. And once I've done that, I believe it's option.
Sweet.
100%. I think that's an option.
Your top, let's say your top 5 targets. Who are they?
Top 5 targets.
Ben Khan. Who else?
Well, first it'd have to be Harley Ben, because I can't get the Conor Ben unless I beat Harley Ben.
Yeah.
Because obviously you got to beat him. Then you got to start dissing the dad. You got to talk about how their genetics are weak and how they got to start taking eggs, not Kinder eggs like Harley, but like the real eggs. So I'd say Harley, Conor, Amir, India, Pakistan. I believe that could be built into something big. Who else would I say? I need names, man. I need names. Like, I'm not interested in taking some bullshit hard fight where you're going life and death. Dick pics are flying around. I'm not interested in that. I want. Did you say
Josh Taylor?
But like, the thing is like that's not going to be a big payday.
Right.
It's not though. Like a Carol Taylor, it's not going to be big. There needs to be like some sort of backstory.
No, I get it.
Want fights that have got backstories and that will make sense. I believe, look, especially in the position that Conor's in at the moment, he ain't going to get no big fights at the moment until he proves himself being innocent, which I don't believe he is.
Right.
There's only one guy with the genetics that is willing to jump in and risk his life.
Yeah. What do you think about the Conor Ben Egg situation? I mean, would you be happy to go into someone with that kind of history?
Look, I need to be paid right.
Yeah.
I need to be paid right. Everything I'm saying, everything I have said apart from the Saudi Arabia fight has come true.
Right.
So I'm going to get a couple wins. Hopefully Harvey Ben fight, whatever his name is, Harvey Ben Price, whatever his name is, that fight can be made. He can take his beating because that's what he is. He's a sacrificial lamb for me to get to the bigger, better Ben. And then Nigel's going to have to take some digs. Yeah. I'm going to get myself top 15 at welterweight because to me, that makes sense. Why would they not fight me now? I have a top 15, let's say hypothetically, with the WBO or something like that.
Is there any chance you could have a big fight in India? Like, I think Vijender Singh is around your way.
You know what? Saying that actually, yeah, Vijender, he used to fight at middle, super middle.
Oh, I thought he was lighter. I thought he was welter. Let me have a look.
No, but you know what? You know what? Saying that though, I don't think he's that good. So if I was to pump on a little, if I was to like pack on a bit more girth, you know what? You know what? You got me thinking there. You got me thinking, but Jinder could be a good shout.
Let me have a look what weight he's been fighting at. Because he's the biggest name in India that I can think of, right?
There's a guy called Niraj Goyat. He just signed with Jake Paul.
Right.
He's three-time WBC Asia champion. He's meant to be a big name out there. He's got like a big social media following. Him and Jake Paul went backwards and forward. I don't know, that could be a decent option. I think he fights at super light. He was going to fight Amir Khan on the same show I was on, but then he pulled out.
Yeah.
And it never happened.
Sorry, I just checked Vijender. You're right. He's a super middle. I thought he was a welterweight. I was wrong. But, I mean, that's too big a weight rise, right?
I think they're super well. Look, to be honest, look, this is what I'm saying. Like, I always tell my friend Tony Banks this. Yeah, I think he's in the chat now. I always tell him, look, you go where the money's at. Once you've achieved what you've done, you just go where the money's at. Now, every investment I'm making now, like the fighting, all this sort of stuff, the sacrifices away from the pum-pum, all that sort of bullshit, it's got to be financially pushed out in the end. And there are big fights out there for me. You got your Harvey Ben Price, whatever his name is. You got Conor Ben. I could throw some eggs at him at the press conference because obviously he eats 1,000 a day. Just throw some eggs at him. I can down some eggs myself. You know, there's Amir Khan. Obviously, one of them Indian guys can get it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to start just looking at some targets and just targeting them.
No, but like you said, ultimately, especially in a game as risky as boxing, you need to make the cash. You need to make the paydays, and that's like you said, you're world champion now. So it's time to look for the big paydays. And
you're not getting them paydays under featherweight. That's a fact. You're not. You might as well. I have a better chance, and this is the truth, of getting a normal job, a normal 9 to 5, making 40, 50 grand a year, and probably making more than what some world champions are making. It's the truth.
Baghdadi Patterson, I'd love to see the Prince in these big fights. Would be box office. Would definitely be there to support. I mean, I have a lot of supporters on my channel. You know, when they see you on, and before you came on, they were, we used to talk about the Prince, and they used to big you up, man. I think you're a popular fighter.
And I know this is true because I've always listened to the Triple B. I've always listened to the Triple B.
And
the only channel. Absolutely, it's the only channel though that keeps it real. It's the only channel that keeps it real.
Well, unfortunately,
I don't listen to the YB. I don't listen to TFL anymore. I only listen to Triple B. And sometimes MJ Boxing 82. Only 2 channels I listen to. MJ shows love. The Triple B shows love. And that's what, you know what it is? It's always the channels that show love that are actually entertained by watching.
Well, the thing is, like, it's the small channels that say the most interesting things, but they get shadow banned, and you know, unless you're licking someone's batty hole, you know, you get kept down. You get kept
What
down.
about the hardcores like Porky?
I don't mind a bit of Porky, you know, now and then. I hoped he was gonna stitch up Dave Colwell, but it never happened, man. But yeah, there's some decent small channels around, but like I said, the big channels just lick the right bums, you know, and that's it.
Have you ever had any major channels like approach you to like maybe go on their things?
Porky asked me. I said, "Yeah, cool, we'll do it live," and he didn't want it. But the big ones, nah. They will stay away. I'm too toxic. I'm too real. You know, they won't have it. I got my little underground cult, you know, and that's cool. I'm cool with that. I don't do this for the cash money. Otherwise,
also another fight you mentioned to me. You mentioned that fight.
Yeah,
I think it's live. I think it's real. But I think me and Tyan could fight.
Yeah, what way?
I know you're gonna go, oh, but like he's a lot bigger. We jumped on some scales. You'll see it in the video. We jumped on a scale. There was only like what I think it was like 10 kilo difference. We was all in our clothes though. We was all in clothes. And you know when I saw the 10 kilo difference, bro, he's not a boxer no more. Like he's past it.
No, I mean that would be a big. Would that be on something like Misfits type thing? Right?
Yeah, but the Misfits thing that I don't care if Ame Khan fights me on that, because I still get to put my hands on him. I still get to beat him up. Still get to beat him. Like
money.
Exactly. So look, the options are there, but I think Tyan's a sensible option. He said on the video you hear, he actually mentions we'll meet in the middle, because I think he was 80 and I was 70 or something. So he was at 75. So that's like what I think super middle.
Right.
Yeah. I know you're thinking like people are gonna be like, yeah, that's too much weight for you. But when you're fighting some idiot who can't fight and has no power, that's the truth, has no power, you ain't really got a problem. If it's someone that's a super middleweight that hits like fucking Callum Smith or George Groves or something, then obviously like I shouldn't be there. Do you know what I mean? But if it's someone like Tyan Move who has zero power and limited boxing ability, then yeah. And I've felt his strength. We've done an arm wrestle, and my weaker arm, I beat him.
No, he's slim. He hasn't scored a lot of stoppages. He scored 2 stoppages in 25 fights.
His whole style was to be awkward and just be like, passive. Like I don't want to get involved. But that move, like he hasn't got much movement. But that being so tall for the weight, just flicking a jab out. Most fighters can't fight, so they can't move their head. They can't get in close. Yeah. And when they are in close, they don't know what to do.
Did you see his last fight? I mean, that was embarrassing, right?
What, where he jumped out the ring, or the one where he won?
No, the other one when he won the supposed title.
Yeah, but the guy he won, I would have knocked him out quicker than him.
No,
you're supposed to, the guys that he's beaten, as in the recent time, they're there to be beat. He's actually spoken to me with a couple of the guys that run BK Boxing King Media.
Yeah.
And the team that run Boxing King Media was saying straight up, nah. They was talking about him maybe having some pro fights, and it was like, can I help sort it? And then they were like, to be honest, like we want to keep the opponents quite like really low. And I was like, and it's not really boxing now, is it? Like, at least let the guy have a winning record, or at least be half and half. Like you're talking like no wins and like 7,000 losses or something. Like win of that. You might as well stay at home and take a wank in his bedsit or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Tyan, to be honest with you. I don't know if he's training, if he's paid his electric.
He ain't got the thing is, he ain't got the mental capacity to do well in boxing. The mental discipline. Yeah. And it's not like, oh, he's getting like loads of girls, so that's why he's got to do it. No, it's just purely he's mentally weak. He'll get on the booze.
Yeah.
You'll wish he's banging girls, which he's not. I've seen some of the caliber of girls that he's openly admitted to be banging.
Why? What they like, man? What they like? What they like?
Right, you know when you think of like an old battle axe, yeah. But when you look at the old battle axe, it's like not only are they like a real battle axe, but you could tell even when they were younger, they weren't good looking. Or some of them won't even be that old. You'll go, no, she's only 30. And I'll go, what? It's actually about fucking 50. Like, all like, you know, you look at a girl and you might think they're definitely taking some weird drugs. Like maybe some heroin or something. Like, he showed me some of them. Some of them were like, I clicked this profile and like I saw there was someone liked the picture that we were both in, and I looked at the profile. I was like, what the fuck is this? And he goes to me, oh, I know her. I know her really well, actually. In fact, I think he said she bought him a fridge or a washing machine, some bollocks like that. And the quality of the girl was so bad, man. So bad.
What do you think, like, the future lies for Tyan Booth? Hopefully a fight with the Prince, but apart from that.
Oh, severe rendering unconscious by me in a boxing ring.
You think you stop him? You stop him?
I think, truthfully, what I think happens is if it's 6 rounds, I believe by about round 3, sheer exhaustion hits in and he jumps out the ring. It will be somewhat competitive until about round 3. And then when it hits round 3 and he realizes that I'm just up in the work rate and he's starting to get hit, because when you get tired, the shots hurt more. When the shots are starting to hurt him more now, he's going to think, I'm either going to wrestle him to the floor and get myself disqualified that way, or I'm going to try to pick him up and throw him out or something. That's what he's going to think.
No, that's a good point. I mean, there's an old phrase, which is fatigue makes a coward of all of us. Like, people are more likely to quit and you know, mess around when they're tired, right? When they can't take the what are you looking at? No, but you know, it's almost like if you can't get in shape, you're going to get stopped. You know what I'm saying? Prince, can you clear up what Tyan was saying about seeing your girth? What's that about, bruv?
I don't even know what that's about.
He said he made some comment allegedly about your Corey. This is not a Corey channel, you know this.
Look, a lot of geezers have mentioned my Corey in the past, and a lot of women have it as well. So I'm supposed to stay here. Like, I don't know.
Nah, I mean, you know, whatever, man. But
I think it's a match that potentially could happen if Misfits see that it could do numbers and it makes sense. If they don't think it makes sense, then cool. As I've said, my life don't revolve around one specific person. Right. As you said, I mentioned a few guys: Harley Ben, Connor Ben, Amir Khan. I even mentioned him. It only takes me like a couple minutes to like think in my mind who else I could give a beating to, but it has to make sense. I want names. Who is other, like, the thing is as well, like, even guys like Ryan Garcia and like Tank and all these guys, I could still easily get down to that weight. I could easily get down to super lightweight or whatever. Yeah. Sure. And actually probably be more cut up, more lean at that weight, a lot stronger than I was at fucking bantamweight and eating a lot more food and stuff. They're options. They're still superstars. So it's like, if I get myself in the world ratings and the promoter sees that as a good fight, there's options there.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. How long do you think you'll box for?
At the moment, I'm just doing it for a bit of fun. Like, just a bit of fun and to try and generate some big cash out of it. So I believe I deserve it. So it's like, and the thing is, this is the thing. Just, I know I mentioned like to get cash. I don't actually need to box. I don't actually need to get this cash that I believe I deserve, if that makes sense. I don't need to do that.
House?
Truthfully, I could go missing from the UK. I could live overseas. I could live a nice life in an exotic country, and I could still be making money. Does that make sense? So I don't need this. I don't need to be in box. I don't need to. The truth behind it, and Tony Banj can verify this because I was with him, is I just got bored. I got bored. I was sitting at home. There wasn't really much going on apart from what linking girls and all that bullshit. And it just got to the point where I said to him, like, bro, all I'm doing is lifting weights, getting big numbers in the gym, putting on some size. I'm getting bored. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I've won the world title. What do I do? So I can understand like why guys like Kell Brook and that have gotten the packets and stuff while he was boxing and after he was boxing, because what does he do? What's he supposed to do? All his life, he had some structure. He's going to the gym. Now he's looking for a buzz. I don't really get a buzz through winning anymore. I get more of a buzz through, like, I don't know, like, just, even with chicks, I don't even get a buzz. No, I don't know. It's like, I'd probably get more of a buzz, like seeing the reaction from people. You know, like people getting pissed off, like, oh, he's still around, he's doing this. That's more of the buzz I get. If that makes sense. Or when I read the comments saying, "Oh, this guy's an idiot," like, I've got to someone. Do you know what I mean?
No, I get it. As you get older, you get more used to it, and it's not a big deal. What is the life once the Prince has retired from boxing, whenever that is? What do you see after that? What are you going to do after that?
I'd probably, in somewhat of capacity, be involved in the sport in some way. So whether that be, I don't know, like building a gym in different countries and making them have like good facilities and stuff, and naming it after myself, something like that maybe. But it would kind of be what David Haye kind of does. Like, he just enjoys his life now, just hot countries, relaxes, chills, fucks bitches, does stuff like.
Yeah, he's a weird guy, David Haye, man. I don't know, because he was married.
You know what? I don't mind David Haye. Like, I've said something to him once which upset him, but personally, I don't mind him. I think he's all right. Like, usually respectful when we speak to one another. I get on with him. I think he is a gallus as well. I think he gets chicks. I think he draws chicks.
No, he's got he's very personable. He's very good at interacting with people, right?
You can speak. He's charismatic as well. He speaks sense when I speak to him quite a lot. He actually told me when I spoke to him, I told him what my plan was. I told him before I won the world title to come to the gym. He said, "What am I doing next?" And I said, "I'm going to win the world title. Probably going to pack up and then bulk up." And he said, his words were to me is, "You don't want to fight guys like KSI, Jake Paul, and that. They're going to be way too big for you."
Yeah.
He goes, "You're better off staying at your weight and trying to like unify and all that stuff." But I just thought to myself, like, as I said earlier, like, no one gives a flying fuck about Inoue. His brother, not even Inoue himself, his brother. Do you know what I mean? No one does. You get guys like you get geezers like Francesca Hennessy getting more views than Inoue's brother. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's pretty.
You got fellas like that getting more views. You ain't generating nothing in that division.
Okay, my boy the legend Shane Bogos is here again. 555. Thank you, brother, for all the love. Thank you for showing super shekels to the Prince Patel live. Can you reveal any of the female fighters you had romps with?
Okay. The truth is,
Ramla Ali.
No, hell no. Hell fucking no.
She's got a white husband. She's got a white husband.
She actually lives quite local to where I'm from. But to be honest, nah, man, not her. I don't think she's good looking in the slightest. I don't understand all this Vogue modeling bollocks. Like, in my opinion, you're not attractive. But cool. But there have been some females in the boxing industry that have been.
Ellie Scottney.
I can't say, look. I'm not going to say who it is. I can't say who. I can't say who it is, but it's not some of my proudest moments. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, one of them ones where you do it and you're like, what am I even doing here? Like, what is this bullshit?
Lauren Price.
They gay you. How am I going to do that? Although I do have that effect. You know what? I genuinely believe if you locked me in a room with like a group of like 10 homosexual females, I believe I could turn at least 5 of them straight.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that.
Carice likes Corey as well. Lauren Price, I don't think does, but Carice definitely be up for some Prince Corey. Definitely.
They used to do this thing, I think, in America and in England. They used to say like, if some parents who thought like someone was gay or something, or someone like in their 20s who wanted therapy or whatever, they used to send them to like some places where they would try and get them to fit. Like, I'm not saying being gay is wrong, but they'll try to so-called make them straight again. Do you know what I mean? So I don't discriminate. I got nothing against homosexuals. I've got a good friend who's homosexual called Sam Stroller. Sam Stroller is a good friend of mine. I actually saw him the other month, wasn't it, on his bike. Remember I sent you the picture of him? So yeah,
he sent you a message. He's a bit ill today, but he wanted to send you a message. He was basically like, "Hi, Prince, you're so good looking. I can't wait. Your body looks so good. But it was something like that.
Look,
yeah.
Sam Stroller, he's one of the good guys out there, you know, obviously, so I don't discriminate. But I'm just saying that sometimes I heard these stories that they'll send them to these like private boarding schools sort of bullshit and try and make them straight. I genuinely believe there was a series on like Netflix or whatever, and there was a bunch of like 10 homosexual females, threw me in there. I'm making half of them straight.
No, listen, man. I like to brag, right? I'm a bit older, so I'm beyond that period. But you know, there were some bisexual girls, right? That I was with. But after I'd finished with them, after I terminated them, you know, they knew. No, I like Corey. I don't. This pum pum is fine, but I'd rather be smashed properly. You know what I'm saying?
Did you put the balls in?
Mate, I took care of business. They were exhausted. lied back like this, damn. And I thought, you know, don't give me that bisexual nonsense. You like dick, man. You know what I'm saying? But okay, we got so Furq's Muhammad. He gave me very kindly gave me £10. He says, when you're talking about them birds, you're not talking about ebony britches, are you? Ebony bitches. When he said it wasn't your finest hour, it was ebony bitches, right?
I'm not confirming anything here, but I'm just saying I'm not going to say who I smashed, but someone got smashed. Yeah, all I can say.
I'm glad you're gentle.
Wait a minute, when I break it, there's actually been multiple females technically that have boxed. That are we talking boxed professionally? Yeah.
I mean, you know. Yes, I think that's what they meant, but any of them.
Okay, so box professionally, how many back on?
Sky Nicholson.
I think Eddie's smashing Sky.
Yeah.
No, it's been about 3, I think. Yeah, 3.
3? That's not bad, man. And the question is, you don't have to answer this. Is one of them ebony bitches? You don't have to answer that question, bro. Because I know
you know what? I'm actually thinking, yeah, of opening up Brown, yeah, in capitals Brown, yeah. And I was actually gonna give some female boxers the pick if they wanted to jump on. Do you know what I mean? Like who knows, man? Some might want to get Brown.
I've got no comment to make on that.
The Lance Armstrong of boxing.
Yeah. Says base Prince Patel. Someone clicked that and said it's Sky and Eddie. I think that was when you said Sky's getting smashed by Eddie. Sky is allegedly getting smashed by Eddie, right? I mean,
yeah, but you know what? When you think about that, yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, like I know people might go, "Oh, Eddie's got a wife and Sky's got a boyfriend." Like, fuck her boyfriend. Yeah. At the end of the day, she wants to progress her career.
I know, but you know, I think it's a bit unfair that a girl, you know, can just get on her knees and offer her bati to.
Look, if there was female promoters in boxing, yeah, that were into Corey rather than Lauren Price's.
Oh, wait, there is one. It's Kelly Maloney.
Who? What? Frank?
Frank. I'm joking, blood.
Yeah, but they're not in boxing though, are they? They're not.
Well, he, whatever it said.
Look, I've got nothing against Transformers, yeah, but then he or she is not in boxing.
Why not? Oh damn! Sky faced that. Oh, we don't need this kind of stuff on the Trip Beach. Coming, Tony Band says he's your boy, right? Tony Cummins to screen.
He's thinking about Brown. He's thinking about Brown, isn't it? But you know what? A lot of these girls as well, by the way, yeah, they don't look like what they put on their social medias on like actual real life. Look, my gym that I'm at, as I said to you before, Churchill's, yeah, it's a female dominant gym. I don't know, but you're thinking, well, why are you there? But like, I don't know, obviously not for sexual reasons, but I'm just saying, like, it's a female dominant gym. And I see a lot of other females from other gyms come to my gym to spar the females in my gym. Yeah. And I'm thinking, but that's a catfish. Like, if I rolled up, let's say I was on Tinder or some bullshit like that, and I rolled up and I see that, I'm walking the other direction and be like, no, I don't know who that guy is. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit.
Well, they got filters and that, but is that how you get most of women, through like social media, or you get it in real life, women? In real life?
What, social media, real life? Well,
Because
Tony Banks can tell you.
I seen your friends on Instagram, and there's a lot of women.
Look, to be honest, I get a lot of attention. I get a lot of attention through social medias. But if you actually look at my social media, I actually put taken in the bio, because I get a lot of women that are not really my, type, and I get a lot of men, which is that's not.
Are you fucking serious?
It obviously, you know what it is Sam Stroller's obviously a regular down the Vauxhall Tavern, ain't he? He's obviously told the locals at the Vauxhall Tavern.
Churchill's gym.
Exactly, like right near Vauxhall Station. So like, he's obviously told people at the tavern that I'm a local leg, which I'm not. And they're all like messaging me and saying all these different things, and it's like, but I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate, but I just don't go down that direction. That's what it is.
Man, I'm glad to hear it, man. Everyone knows that you're a real man. You're not.
Look, Sam Stroller's a good geezer. I've said this many times. Yeah, Sam Stroller. You don't see him positively bigging up people who don't deserve it. He'll only big up people who deserve it. He's a good fella.
He rinsed Sonny Edwards. He rinsed Sonny Edwards. Did you see
the world needs more Sam Strollers, believe it or not, baby. And you know what? I'm actually grateful to Sam Stroller, because he's giving more females to me, because he don't go that direction, does he? So imagine I'm at a bar or a club or whatever. I don't really go clubs anymore, but let's say I'm at a bar in Mayfair or something, and there's some mature, sophisticated blowjobbers there, and Sam Stroller's there. He's basically saying, like, Prince, go take her. Well, yeah, so he's basically saying,
if Sam Stroller's there, it means there's one more female for everyone else, because he ain't interested in no females, right?
Exactly. So there's a very big pro there.
Well, I mean, Sam, he's quite good on a night out, because, like I said, he doesn't. He'll have a few fag hags with him, right? And then after a couple of drinks, they'll get horny and they want Corey, right? So actually, hanging out with Sam Stroller can get you women.
Exactly what I'm saying. Sam Stroller has the potential. You know what? Someone just sent me a picture of that ring card, whatever bullshit from Ghana, saying, "Is she your friend?"
What do
you know what? Yeah, on a real messy one, I might actually like. Yeah.
Well, you take care of that. You take it, not before your fight, though. Surely.
Truthfully, no, that'd be after. What I would tell her is, I'd have to say to her, like, you know what? I don't mind smashing you, but you got to bring 2 of your friends along. That's what I'm gonna. And they've got to look something similar to you. They can't be on a down low sort of like. Nah, you got to bring 2 of your mates along. You got to say some naughty shit. And, yeah.
Do you like jollof rice? But
I've had a lot of jollof this week. A lot of jollof.
How is it? Is it the Ghana is the best, right?
Yeah, but to be honest, I've just been keeping it basic. Like, I haven't really been going to any restaurants. They've got like a supermarket here that the whole country has it. Like, like we got like the Sainsbury's, the Tesco's, the Asda's, the Morrisons. Yeah, they got like something called, I think it's called ShopRite or something. And yeah, man, they have like a food section. So I've just been banging out that rather than going to actual restaurants, because I don't know, before I left the UK, because I've been on a dirty bulk and I've just been eating anything.
Right.
Yeah. And I've been getting the shits recently in the UK, so I had to be extra careful while I'm out here. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, someone asked me they want me to play the Prince Patel Tyan Booth video when they're in the club.
I think Patel will definitely take the fight. Now let's get out of here. Yeah. Let's go before we catch AIDS. Hi. Is that you? Tyan? What are you doing here? Listen, I was just there. It's just a joke.
What? So is Tyan Booth bisexual?
Well, I mean I think a lot of people are suspicious of that, man. I mean, he seems a bit fruity, right? And the Ingle Gym is a bit, oof, especially for.
I told you that weird story he said about Kell Brook, didn't I?
Yeah.
that's not good, is it?
Nah, and this picture of Kid Galahad, Kell Brook, and Dominic Ingle walking naked on a beach together. Yeah.
Whoa!
I can't show it, brother. I can't
Wait,
show
so
it,
stop.
brother.
There were 3 geezers.
Yeah. Walking on a naked beach. Completely naked. I think I put it on.
There was no like white fronts on or something like that. They were just stark naked.
100% naked. And Dominic Ingle took a picture of him, and it's got him, Kell Brook, and Kid Galahad.
So are they face on, or is it a back shot?
Back shot. You see their batties. It's very creepy, brother. It's not something.
So that means without fail, all 3 of them geezers have looked at each other's quarries.
Yeah, and probably measured them.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
I
wouldn't feel comfortable. You know what? For that, no, not for that, because that makes me come across as a homophobe. You know what? The story I heard about Kell Brook on what he did over me, he needs to get beat up for that.
Whoa. Seriously?
He needs to get beat up for that. I'm going to start getting some wins at welterweight, like I said. Kell might have to take a beating.
Yeah, I think, he's had a few beatings around the ring, but like, sorry, brother. You look so much like Paulie Malignaggi today with your hair like that, brother. It's funny, man. It's I used to talk to Paulie. I quite like Paulie. Like,
as a kid, I liked him as well. I used to like obviously controversial talkers, outspoken guys. Yeah. I used to like him. I thought he was cool. I wanted him to beat Khan. He didn't beat Khan though.
No,
I believe he actually overachieved, but I was happy for him.
He couldn't punch. That was the real problem. He just could not. His right hand was so broken.
I think defensively he wasn't that sound as well. I think his chin come up too high sometimes. Yeah. I believe he wasn't that physical. So anytime he fought someone that was really physical, he would struggle with. But you know what? I can't hate because he's I think a 2-time world champion or 2-weight, and he had big fights. He made good money.
Yeah,
so you can't.
But so is Joey Gamache. So is Joey Gamache, bro.
Who?
Do you know who Joey Gamache is?
Joey.
No, Joey Gamache. He's now the trainer of Ottawa Lin and some other guys. Joseph Ward.
I don't know who the fuck that guy. I don't care who that guy is either.
No, right. But he's punch drunk, right? And he carries around little teddy bears and shit. It's bizarre. But he's a double world champion, man. So you get these things that slip through the net. Do you know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing. You don't want to be like a Barry Jones. I've said this many times. You don't want to be a forgotten world. I said this before. I made the guy's career. It wasn't until people felt sorry for him that he couldn't do nothing to a guy that weighed, 8 stone at the time, 7 stone 10, whatever it was. He just had to stand there and take his abuse because he wasn't man enough to say anything back to me because he couldn't.
To be honest,
but I tell you what did happen though is, and this happened numerous times beforehand, was on Facebook he would diss me, he would say negative comments about me.
Right.
But
really,
when you got face to face and you're on a sofa like a foot away from someone, 2 foot away from someone, you went ultra quiet. You had to take the abuse because you knew the abuse was true. That's the facts.
I think people still laugh at that, man.
No, but the truth is, it was true though. I didn't lie when I said that. And then when that idiot Steve Bunce goes, "But Oscar De La Hoya won it." We're not talking about Oscar De La Hoya. We're talking about Barry being forgotten and no one cares about him.
Yeah,
it was like they went through the whole thing of, we got to make it look like people care about Barry. Let's give him a job. Let's get him more jobs. Let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's no doubt that he made no money from boxing and he didn't make an impact as a world champion. People like him because he's likable and he's quite meek, you know what I'm saying? But, as for Steve Bunce, man, he's an idiot, bro. He's an idiot, man.
Steve Bunce is a fool.
He's a fool.
Definitely not doing more sexually, let's be real. You think Steve Bunce is doing more sexually?
I told you about what he did with the Biros, didn't I?
Oh yeah, with the Ugandan girls.
No, I mean
Yeah.
you can't. How can you look? Still look, my boy here. Without further ado, retro Steve the Biro Bunce will never be forgotten. The filthy and what a dirty thing to do, blood. I hope you haven't been up to any of that shit, Prince.
But I ain't putting no biros in any girls' asses. Never mind some Ugandan girls. Like, no offense to Ugandan girls, but it's not really my
forget
thing,
about it.
innit? Steve the
Forget about it.
biro. So wait, if I went to Steve Bunce in person, because he blocked me, and I
Yeah.
went, Steve Bunce, I heard some story about a biro and you. Oh, if I'm ever on a show and Steve Bunce is there, I'm gonna have a biro pen.
He
I'm
will
gonna go,
go
this
nuts.
ain't going somewhere.
He will
This
go
ain't
nuts.
going nowhere.
He
This
will
ain't
go
going
nuts.
in anyone.
He will go fucking nuts at you, blood.
Yeah, but what's he gonna really do? I'm very confident if me and Steve Bunce engaged.
Well, he might have a heart attack, bruv. Have you seen the state of him? You know what I'm saying? you might give him a heart attack, bruv. It might be murder.
Yeah, but fuck him though, man. He's a prick. Like, I mean, you know what it is though. Like, when you think about it, you brought me on the show to be controversial. You brought me on the show. You didn't bring me on the show to say, "Oh, how's your tea? Do you want me to go get you some tea?" Or my training camp went great. Like, no one cares about that bullshit. They want to hear the drama. You brought me on the show for that. As I said before, it's one of the most notable segments in Steve Bunce Boxing Hours history. I would say guarantee it has to be top 5. You think of 5 segments above that, then I'd say, yeah, cool. But you can't.
No, do you know what? There's
You
a few
can't.
more that involve fucking Steve Bunce. Do you remember when Steve Bunce? No, it wasn't Steve Bunce. It was Dempsey, Paul Dempsey. He goes, we're going to talk about BLM, and there's no one more.
Oh yeah, David Hay was there. So that's one. That's one we can say that's good as well. But Steve Bunce is why Steve Bunce? If Steve Bunce is not mixed race, is he?
No, man, he's
White. He's pure English white, I'm assuming, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so he clearly wasn't the right guy when David Hay was right there.
I think they were doing it to take the piss. I honestly think they were trolling us. I thought it was like, we'll see what we can get away with. We'll say the most stupid thing we can. Oh, and David Hay also agrees. There's no one better to speak about BLM than Steve Bunce.
Did David actually agree with that, or did he just go along with it?
I think he had to go along with it, bro. I don't think he really fucking agreed with it. He was probably sitting there going, this guy's a fucking laugh, man.
You know well, fuck Steve Bunce. But what about the other guy? I think Pernell Whitaker stuck it on him, didn't he?
What, stuck it on Bunce?
Yeah, I heard in the lift or something he stuck it on Steve Bunce.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
It was about, I think from what I was told, I think Pernell was sniffing some of the packets.
Right.
And Steve Bunce was in the lift or something and was just staring at him. And then he like stuck it on. Like, who are you staring at? Like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah.
Apparently when on the package, you get all paranoid. He saw some big ugly white guy staring at him. He didn't know what was going to happen. He didn't know if a biro pen was going in him. He didn't know if a biro pen was going in him. He might be able to pass in Uganda. You don't know. You just don't know him. You just don't know with Steve Bunce.
You see, that's why that's the thing about the Prince. I didn't bring you on the show to be controversial because we're just fans. But, you speak your mind, you say it as it is. And maybe that's why, the establishment have been difficult, Yeah, but guess what? Another one. Shane Bongos, the legend, 5'5". Would Prince have a romp with a Persian girl? I could probably arrange.
We spoke about this before, like more into white girls, Latin, but you know what? Persians can get it. They tried to invade They tried to invade India. They can get it.
They're quite light. They're quite light.
Yeah, I've slammed some Persian girls before, some Arab girls as well. In both holes.
So Shane, the answer is yes, Shane.
Yeah.
It's slight tea with you, bro. But who is your ideal woman?
We spoke about it before, innit? Camilla, innit? Just for the status.
I know, but I'm seeing if you change your mind, bro.
Oh, if I change my mind. And I'm into the old and goldies, innit? Into mature birds. But I tell you what, though, I don't know. I'll still say this. Like, I don't know if you watched wrestling when you was younger, but Trish Stratus, Tori Wilson, like if they obviously wanted me to, yeah. If they want to star in Brown, I can make that happen.
What do you think about Vince McMahon, man, and all that weird shit?
Oh, that yeah. You know, I think minus that stuff, Vince is a G, man. He's a G. Like no, not athletic in the slightest. Still had some sensible matches. Sensible talker, but yeah, I don't really like all the sexual stuff that I've heard.
Yeah, but it's worse than that, man. He's like, you know, I don't want to talk any words, but it's like,
but at least he's not putting biros in Ugandan girls' ring.
And
You
taking Polaroids. Yeah, it's very creepy, bro. But you know,
do you think Stephen Bunt has knocked one out to one of them Polaroids?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Because
that's a sick man. That's a sick man.
Look at him. Look at him. You know when they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but that's bullshit, right? If you see a cover of a book and it's got sharks in it attacking a boat, you know it's about sharks, right? Look, so when you see a woman that looks like a slag, she's a slag. When you see a guy that looks like Steve Buns, what do you say? You say, look, he's a pervert, right?
Not a pervert. You know what? This is all just for clarification, by the way. It's just a personal opinion that I have, and as far as I'm aware, in the UK and majority of countries, you're entitled to have your opinion. So I'm saying my opinion is he looks like a sexual predator.
I mean, you know,
would you trust your child around Stephen Bunt?
No, fuck that shit, man. No.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
I wouldn't trust anyone around that weirdo.
Look, Tony Bange, who's in this conversation right now, has kids.
Tony Bange, where you at?
I'm the uncle, yeah? I'm Uncle Prince. I would never let them go with Steve Bunt or Daddy Daycare or any of that bullshit. It's not happening.
What about Gareth A. Davis? What do you think about Gareth the Arsehole Davis, man?
Look, I've met Gareth before, like at McDonald's, and I asked him for a picture. Yeah, McDonald's. Like it was one of them. I come back from. I think it was the night that Billy Joe beat Andy Lee. He was in Manchester. I was coming back from the thingy. We drove and we saw him there. He was with a female, mature female. I can either confirm or deny if I would smash or not. But yeah, he was there. Like, and I took a picture with him. Spoke to him. I asked him, can he come? Because it wasn't actually that night. It was another night. It was actually, I think it was a crap show in September of 2015, and I see him there. And I was fighting in October of 2015. I said, I'll give you some tickets. Come down and watch. So I wanted him to see the greatness. Do you know what I'm saying? And then he fucking said he can get in for free. Didn't need the tickets. And he fucking never turned up. Yeah. But he follows me on X or Twitter, wherever it is. But you know what? Like, I believe everyone in the establishment is to blame for me not being involved in it. He works for TalkSport. Why have I not been brought on TalkSport? Why have I not been brought on it?
Well, I have to agree with you. It's like, you know,
you'll put guys like Adam Hammond on TalkSport who never boxed a one amateur fight in his life, never boxed for England in his life, never won no national titles.
I just want to stop you there. He has actually had 3 amateur fights, but he lost 2 of them, and they were in Belgium, weirdly.
Wait, someone can verify this in the chat. Tony Bange, hope he's still in the chat, because he's really good friends with Naz and the kids, so he could verify. I don't think he boxed amateur. Well, he had 3 fights in Belgium.
Yeah.
And got beaten 2 of them.
Yeah.
By some fella from Belgium.
I'll find you it now. I swear down. I thought that as well. I thought he's never had amateur fight. He beat up that teenager, a literal teenager.
Yeah, but bro, like I could weigh in as a flyweight and still beat the guy that he beat. That's the truth.
Oh yeah, I got no doubt, bro. I got no doubt, man. Look, here you go. Adam Hamed.
Wait, I can't see the number of the.
Okay, I'll show you 3 amateur fights.
And he got beaten 3. What year was this?
2024 and 2023.
Ah, so he had them under the radar in another country.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. He had them under the radar because he beat up
sneakies, very sneaky.
He beat up that guy in August 2023, that guy, you know, that teenager, he was a literal
Yeah.
teenager.
And then after that, he went and had some amateur fights and got beat.
Right.
And now he went pro with Thingy because he believed.
Okay.
Oh.
I would say if BoxRec is reliable, which it is usually, if it's reliable, yes. Unless
they're not going to put fake amateur fights up now, are they? Let's be real. He obviously had them amateur fights.
I know, but there could be another guy called Azam Mohammed. It can't be that rare a name. So it's possible, but still.
Well, so you reckon some guy in Belgium, yeah, where they speak French and I think Dutch, yeah,
Flemish,
and a bit of German as well, some Flanders and all that crap, yeah. You reckon there's a geezer out there called Adam Hamed, same weight as this fella, and they just put it on the BoxRec. I don't know. That seems a bit dodgy. Dodgy.
All the details are right. It's quite weird though that it slipped on the radar like that though, because
very weird.
They must have paid. Belgium. All of them happened in Belgium. So I don't know, bro, but it's quite interesting.
Well, my point is on TalkSport. Like I think the black guy on there once talked about an IFL video I did, and he was like, "Oh, it was really good entertainment." And I remember on Twitter he said this, and I remember like commenting, going, "Maybe one day I can do an interview with you." The motherfucker just blanked me. Like it's like the establishment don't want me to be there, so I've got to force myself into it somehow.
Well, the question is why, and what I'm thinking is maybe it's because the fact is that you haven't. They expect people to follow the line and follow the rules and do everything like everyone else is doing. If you step out of that, niche, then they like attack you because do you see what I'm saying? It's because you're trying to do something that's not because all these boxing guys, there might be rivals, but they're close together, right? And if they see someone who's trying to buck the system, they might not like that, man.
I beat the system. I become the first Indian world champion.
That's right.
Yeah.
We got it right here. And we got
the truth is they didn't want me to be a world champion. That's the truth behind it. No promoter wanted to sign me. I made it clear that I wanted to come back to the UK and fight in the UK. A well-known fact, and Boxing Key Media can verify this. When I boxed on that show in Tolworth, it went from like 200 views to 25,000. Yeah. That's just free to air bullshit. Just on a small show, because what Dean Black Box don't really do big shows or whatever. That was a small show. It went from 500 to 25,000. Just when I went on, and then it went back down to 500. And he showed me the actual graphs of it and all that bullshit. So what that tells me is there was at least 24,000 people out there that wanted to fucking see me fight.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you stick me on a Sky Sport, this is what I said this to Mick Hennessy before. I said to him, look, if you want viewing figures, get me on your shows and let's get some titles. Yeah, we had a map run. We was gonna fight a South American at the time for a WBA interim world title. I was world ranked with the WBA, so was the opponent. We was gonna fight for the interim. Then after you win the interim, you're supposed to fight for the regular. Then the thingy fucking never happened, did it? He told me it would happen, then he went missing. And then he comes to the gym and goes, "Oh, hi, Prince." Like a couple months later, and he brought his daughter and his son down, and I'm thinking, why are you saying hi to me, you fat prick? You No, but it's the fucking truth though, because it's my career. You spent like 4-5 hours on the phone to me telling me some bullshit story about, do you want to be like Huey Fury, where you can't walk out of your house because you're such a big superstar? That's bollocks. Huey Fury is not a big superstar.
No.
He looks older than his dad. He's fucking ugly. He's shit. Yeah. Will he win a world title? No, I have. So I can say that. He's shit. Yeah. He's not world caliber level. Yeah. So the point I'm trying to say here is that fat prick would rather put effort into Huey Fury, who will never win a world title, but not me. Yeah. What's the issue? What, you don't like good looking guys? You don't like guys that that were getting the girls when you was in school, eating fucking hot dogs, looking like shit. And then you've got the good-looking guys in school who was able to actually pull girls and get girls. That it has to be something like that. 100%, it has to be something like that.
Did you see my video? I did a video of Mick Hennessy at the Curry House, and
I bet that guy's eating more curry than I have.
No,
He's eating more curry than me.
Curry's not enough for him. He wants chips. He wants bread with butter all over it.
I bet he's one of them dirty guys that like gets like, you know, like chips and puts it in his curry.
Yeah.
And then that's disgusting,
He wants rice,
man.
he wants chips, and he always has chicken tikka masala, and he has butter.
No, but you know what? Like, people are probably gonna say, like, look, and he might even see this and be like, "Oh, Prince is a dick, man. Like, why is he dissing into me like this?" But you know what? While I'm sitting at home with my cock in my hand, and you're telling me some bullshit story about, "Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that," then you go missing for like 8 months or something, and then come back to me literally 2 weeks before I'm gonna fight again for an IBF Intercontinental and the WBO Global and say, "Pull out of that." No, I won't pull out of that. Because you lied to me before, you fucking idiot.
No, I get it. It is good to have it out here. It's just people are unreliable.
And the thing is, I heard his son say this. Yeah. Oh, Channel 5 done my dad dirty. They got rid of us. They wanted us to put on big shows, but the budget they were giving us was low. Okay, I understand that. Then he goes, but we did put on big shows. We had Sam Eggington against some. I can't even pronounce the guy's name, but it was some guy with blonde hair and from France, an Arab thing. And he said that was a big fight, WBC silver. But the truth is, yeah, it might have been a decent fight, it might have been entertaining. But do you believe that Sam Eggington's ever going to be in some massive pay-per-view household name type of fighter? No, he's not. It's never going to happen.
No, Sam Stroller's more likely to be a world class name.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. More entertaining. More entertaining. I know you're going to say, "Oh no, Sam Eggington's very entertaining." But look, it's not just about boxing. It's not just because Sam Eggington don't move his head and lets people punch him. It's more about the character. I like someone who's charismatic. Would I have watched wrestling in the Attitude Era if The Rock and Stone Cold and Triple H weren't saying the stuff they were saying? That's why I was watching it. That's why I still watch that shit.
Of course. Okay, I got one question, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said on your Twitter, on your X, that it was a dark side rules match. What does that mean, blood?
Oh, dark side rules match.
Yes, brother.
I heard there was going to be some. Obviously, there's prize money. Obviously, as people are aware of, and there's some dark poontang involved.
Blood clot. I mean, you're a bit
Dark
greedy,
side
man.
rules match.
You've got these women at the weigh-in. You've got some ladies afterwards. You know, I mean, I don't know how you find the energy, blood.
I'm hoping that this match don't go for too long, innit? That's what I'm hoping. You know what? Like, I'm just hoping that I could just smack the guy and just bang him out. Like, just I want a highlight reel type stoppage, but
yeah,
I don't know. I believe I'm more likely to get them at this weight than I was at bantamweight, and I was stopping guys at bantamweight. So I don't know, like.
There you got a good stoppage rate. 24.
Catch him with a nice left hook, I can take him out 100%.
You got 34 KOs and I think 29 wins or something like that. I mean, that's a great
if I catch him with a left hook, yeah, he'll go to sleep. I'm very, very confident of that.
The legend has
right hand's been a bit slacking recently. Like, you know, when you punch the bag as well and you punch the pad and you just feel it ain't as powerful. But when I go southpaw as well and I smack someone with the left hand, it's a lot more.
I'd say you hit it with the knuckle part, the knuckle. Shane Bognos, the legend, comes back with another super shackle. Did Prince kiss more girls than Tyan on the BKM ting? What is that, Morocco?
Oh, I thought that said Tyan and BKM, but there was a few guys there for BKM. But to be honest, Marrakesh was a bit dead because you know what it is like. I don't like going places where they're brasses. Do you know what I mean? I don't do that. Like, if I will never get no enjoyment out of banging a girl and having to pay. That's some simping shit. That can never happen. If I've gone on a night out and I've like maybe bought dinner or whatever, which doesn't normally happen, very fucking rarely happens that I'll buy a girl dinner. But in the very rare segment that I've done that, like, I feel like a proper simp and I need to smash. Like, I have to, you're getting stretched open. It's going, someone's getting brown. But most of the times, it's like, to be honest, I'll be honest with you, 80% of the times, I'd say women buy me dinner. Like for me on date. That's the truth. I'm not even lying by saying that. When I go on date, 80% of the time, women buy me dinner. I ain't buying no woman dinner.
What's the best dinner you've had bought? What's the best dinner you had bought?
I usually keep it simple though, like that's like just basics, like the Nando's is, or like a curry or something. So obviously I like curry, so like I just,
yeah, of course. Sosa says, how can we watch the fight? Like I said, you're gonna hopefully get us.
I'm gonna give the Triple B, the legend known as the Triple B, and he's gonna put it up on all the socials.
So says, I want to watch it and support the Prince. You want to support the Prince
Love,
live,
Love.
and hopefully the chat will be turned on so you can get the love, man.
What you should do is a live show. You know, I think you've done it on your channel before, where you've done like a reaction to the show.
Commentary,
yeah, that would be
watch along. Yeah.
It's 22 too young to get married.
It depends,
you know
what country. Depends what
I'd
country.
get married. I would have got married at 18 if a multi-millionaire female from some next country, some fucking Indian princess, whatever bullshit queen, wanted that. I would have done that. So you got to ask yourself questions. Is it worth the marriage? Do you get what I'm saying?
Now,
you don't want to be married at 22 to some fat girl that looks like a female Mick Hennessy. You don't want that, do you? Or looks like Steve Bunce with long hair. That's not going to look good now either.
Or Fran Hennessy. But well, some cultures, right? Right? The man will pay. The father will pay the man, the husband, money to take his daughter away and look after her. Do you agree with that?
That happens in, I think that happens in India and some cultures, in Hindu culture.
Yeah, I think so. I think
it does happen in that. You know what?
Here's some money. Take my daughter away from me. Take my daughter away from me, man. Look after her.
Like a dowry, that, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for some millionaire, billionaire guy to go, take my daughter. Take the peas. Make it rain.
Like Rishi Sunak. Look, my man.
Rishi fucked it for conservative.
Patel following the Rishi Sunak route, man.
Nah, Rishi. You know what, Rishi Sunak, yeah? You know when he first got in power, I thought, well, you know what? He's Indian. I'm Indian. Gotta support it. Even though I'm not a Tory. I'm not a Tory. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna support it. Then I'm listening to the bullshit he's saying about Sky TV and bollocks like that. And I'm thinking, you're just a fucking idiot, man.
He suffered.
Like, how stupid can you be?
I couldn't have Sky TV.
You could have just said, he could have said some bollocks like, oh, my family, because they had money, would help deprived kids in the area and we'd feed them. And I used to watch it firsthand. No one's buying your broke. You went to private school, you fucking idiot. Like, how? No one's going to buy your broke. Like, just say some bullshit. Say anything. say we know this. We know a poor Indian called Prince Patel. Like, he's blackballed. He nearly got blacked as well. Like, just we help him. Like, just say that. So
yeah, my man says Prince should make a channel when he speaks on other things like this. I like listening to him talk things and stop boxing. Prince has got a channel, but you haven't updated.
I just know what it is with even the journey today. Like not journey today. I was gonna vlog this journey, but then I bought the wrong damn mic for my phone. So then I just thought, yeah, fuck it. Like, I won't read that into it. Like, but then I just think, like, it's just laziness. Like, I know I'm charismatic, but it's like, it's just, I feel entitled now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel entitled. I feel that some bullshit like Sky or fucking TNT or The Zone, they should be paying me to go on these damn bullshits. You know what I mean? But obviously, stuff like this, I do it for the love for the Triple B, because he's a G.
I think people respect the straight talking, the no bullshit. All the media trained people. It's so boring, man. It's speak your mind, spit it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, but that could be the reason why I got blackballed, isn't it? Like, because
I think so.
I don't thingy, but you know what? I said this to people before. Like, look, I'm obviously not a fucking idiot. Yeah, I'm quite intelligent. So I was like, well, if you want me to maybe say some nursery rhymes and some bullshit, I can do that. Like, that's one thing I don't understand. Like, do you remember Lerone Richards?
Yeah. Yeah, I know
This
him. Yeah.
dude singing hot crust buns. Like, how nonce he is singing a nursery rhyme as a fucking 30-year-old. Yeah? You're like 32 or whatever it is, yeah? You're singing nursery rhymes. Yeah? You're some big Ghanaian dude singing nursery rhymes. That's not charismatic. That's bullshit. How is that charismatic? Explain that to me, Triple B.
Have you seen Richard Riakporhe in his modelling pictures? Have you seen the state
Bro,
of that?
Richard Riakporhe used to be known as Blacks. He used to do rap songs. He used to do drill grime rap songs on Channel U. That's who Richard Riakporhe is, yeah?
Shut up, man.
He used to be known, I'm telling the truth, he used to be known as Blacks. There was a channel called Channel U. He appeared on Channel U saying his bars, yeah? Now, obviously, he's now taking pictures in leather hot pants and I don't know, man. Like, it's very zesty behavior.
No, it's very zesty. Did you see, right? You know, allegedly, he's going out
Madonna.
with the biggest hole in the world.
You know what? The funniest thing about that is...
Fanny's like a bucket, blood.
She looks like a space raider as well. But you know what the funniest thing is? A week later, she's going out with some other mixed race boxer from America. So, no, you was just in a picture with... And then I see recently they were like, Richard Riakporhe's friend, Madonna, might come to his fight against Billum Smith.
Yeah, right.
And I see something about him saying like Billum Smith looked like John Cena. That's not charismatic, bro. Saying some geezer looks like John Cena is not an insult. John Cena's bang more bitches than you. Like, how can you say that and looking at John Cena is an insult? It's not. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it was very weird, bro. It's very weird. But the fashion industry is sick. But yeah, wearing leather hot pants and walking around with pink hair, it's not good, man. It's not. It can't be good.
I've never done that. I've never worn leather pants at all. Yeah, never mind leather hot pants. By the way, just for clarity reasons, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a man wearing leather hot pants. Yeah. I don't discriminate any men who may... Because obviously I've got a really good friend that's homosexual in Sam Stroller. Very good boy of mine. He's very supportive. I respect Sam Stroller.
He loves you.
He's a good geezer, man.
I'm sure hopefully he's watching. He's quite ill though. He's got the virus, but he's quite ill. But
which virus did he got? He's got a lot of virus. No.
The one with 4 letters, bro. The one
3 letters, yo, no, he don't want that.
No, up from that, the one with 4 letters, not the 3 letter, the 4 letters, blood.
Oh, with the S at the end.
With the S at the end, yeah.
The Lucasades. No, not Sam Stroller, not this way.
Yeah, but apparently he's taking medications. Oh man, it's great to have you on the show, man. Who does Sam love more, Ryan Garcia or Prince Patel? He loves Ryan.
He does love Ryan. I don't know. To be honest, look, that's irrelevant, man. Sam's a good geezer. Sam's a good geezer, you know. Like, we don't discriminate on Sam. Sam's a good geezer. He sticks up for stuff that happens in the world, and he does his stuff, man. Sam's a good geezer.
I mean, he loves boxing, especially brown men.
So is people like Riakporhe too dark for him then?
Yeah, definitely.
So Blacks is too dark for him, yeah?
He likes Anthony Joshua, but
because the light skin black,
that's about as dark as he gets, apparently. But he's had Juan and Carlos, his exes. They're from Puerto Rico. So
I see the ones and the Carlos, the girls and all that bollocks. Yeah.
Fucking hell, Prince, you're an entertaining man. I really enjoy these chats.
I want some of the what's that guy, Bongo guy who puts the equal digits. I want him to come out with some super chats again.
Look at that. I've had this. Health as well. Shane Mongers, Raheem, Radio Raheem. Health as well. Shane Mongers is
a good fella, ain't he?
He's been a supporter for years.
The cash around.
He gets a lot of women, and he's got cash money. He's got cash
We
money.
need these geezers to start throwing out some more questions. That's what we need. We need to throw out some more questions.
Who got more questions for the Prince, man? He's here the day before his big fight, chatting with the fans, you know, in Accra, Ghana. You know what I'm saying?
Because just like Ricky Hatton, I'll do it for that fan.
Ricky Hatton.
I'll do it for that fan.
I used to really like Ricky, but he
You know what, actually? Talk about Ricky Hatton. His son can take a beating. No, because you know what? I think he fights at super lightweight, right? Lightweight.
Oh yeah, lightweight. I think.
Didn't he fight for the central area at super lightweight though?
Let me have a look. You might be right. What's his name? Cameron? No.
Campbell.
Campbell and Hatton. Shit! I just put the search down as Campbell and. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, he might have done. Let me have a look. James Flint. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
super light.
Right. Yeah.
Well, he can get fucked up. That Kesney from Coronation Street looking motherfucker can get fucked up. But
he loves to eat punches, man. He just loves to be punched in the face, man. And,
you know what we could do? You know what we could do is
that would be a good fight. Come on, man.
What about? I don't even mind doing a handicap match. Yeah, me against Campbell Hatton, with partnering with Richard Hatton,
yeah,
with Dick Hatton, and the bald ugly one, brother.
Oh, he's fucking ugly, Matthew Hatton.
Yeah, it looks like an alien. It looks like an alien.
It looks like he's been born in Chernobyl and he's had chemotherapy and none of it's worked.
Wow. I've got nothing against people that have done chemo, though. Obviously, I've got some family members that have beaten it, so obviously it's good stuff.
No, I'm not having to go at this. I'm just.
He's just not an aesthetically good-looking geezer, and I don't mind beating up all three. I don't mind beating up all. And to be honest, Richard Hatton, Dick Hatton, can weigh what he wants. He can be as fat as he wants. Just got to be there, take a beating like a man, and that's it. Just take your beating like. Don't be jumping on the floor like you did against. Was it Shevchenko or whatever it was?
Shevchenko, yeah.
And then going body shot and dying on the floor and all that, dick pics flying around and fucking getting gagged. What's all that about, man? What kind of geezer puts a gag in his mouth? That's
easy work. But he started crying. I was like fucking.
He started crying.
Yeah, actually crying. Has a girl
absolutely
attracted to the Prince?
Absolutely, of course, man, of course. Do you know what it is in Ghana, especially? I don't really get as much attention from black girls in the UK as I do when I'm in Africa. I don't know if it's because they want a passport, or is it because they've like seeing a guy that's completely different to everyone else. So it's like
no, I think a lot of black girls in the UK they want to just be black guys, but in Africa they love foreign men, white guys. There's a guy from Belgium, right? Who spent like 2 years.
What the Belgium guy that beat Adam Hamid? Are we talking about? Are we talking about that guy?
No, they're Arab names. This kind of Belgian name, but this he impregnated 600 African women in his trip, and African women love foreign men. You know.
Well, he's probably got what fucking Sam Stroller's got if he's done that.
The Lucasade.
Not looking good, is it? It's not looking.
Blood. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, African women love white men a lot, and brown men like yourself probably, but it's Britain's very different, and America's very different from these countries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know what? If a woman wants to get brown, they just gotta hook me up, innit? They gotta send a little message. Make them famous, yeah.
So, well, listen, bruv. I would say, look, it's been more than an hour and a half. I've really enjoyed it. Everyone has loved it. I've had enough.
I think before we go, though, I think some of these guys got to dip into their pocket. They got to show appreciation to Big Sam Stroller. No, I mean not Big Sam. I mean big
What are you
The
talking
big
about,
triple
man?
B. They got to give it. They got to show some appreciation to the big triple B.
No,
making this happen.
some guys got upset. He goes, "It's a charity, man." Nah, don't worry about it, man. I've had so much love tonight. I don't need no more love.
The triple B deserves some more love, man. He deserves some more love. He puts on the best content in boxing. And
we're real. We listen to real people.
It's criminal how guys like Barry Jones could get on TV. Guys like Gareth A. Davis, guys like Steve Byro Bunce.
Yes,
and my man, the triple B.
Steve, 5 Byros Bunce. 5 Byros Bunce.
What, like Booker T? 5 times WC?
Yes, brother. Steve, 5 Byros Bunce, blood.
Wow.
So Shane Bongos.
Big up Shane Bongos, man.
I've enjoyed it. Shane has been so
That's a loyal disciple right there, man. We respect Shane Bongos. We appreciate Shane Bongos.
He's a player. He's a character. You know, he's got much love. So Sosa goes, Prince needs to come on after he wins tomorrow. Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's no problem. We'll talk tomorrow after the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow might be difficult because I don't know what time I might get back.
Oh no, Sunday or Monday or whenever you get back.
I think Sunday can work though. Sunday night can work. We'll do Sunday night. I don't know if you guys got to go work or whatever. I think Sunday night.
I don't work. I don't work.
Monday could potentially work.
Well,
no, we could just do something in the week. Maybe we could do something big.
Yeah, it don't have to be afterwards.
But you know what though? It's only channels like the Triple B. I'm not gonna. I think Boxing King Media as well. They're a channel that have promoted me a bit, but no other channel wants to promote me.
Well, because they're caught in that matrix of.
It's like IFO. Like they actually got upset with me one time years ago in 2016 January. They asked for an interview, and I said, "Look, I can't do no interviews because the Queensbury lot said not to do any interviews. Right. They were trying to get me. They're trying to get my name to just die down, so I get forgotten about. And then it's like, oh, no one's going to ask about him. So I listened to what they said. I had a massive argument with them. Beef nearly broke out. They was all like, oh, why would you do that? You obviously got a problem with us. And then you're going to go do it with smaller channels. And then, like it's all shit at the fan. And it was all because Andy Ayling didn't like Coogan and didn't want Coogan to get views. So they tried to sell it as respect to boxing classics.
Politics. Okay, I've got to say this because my boy, 2 guys, Shane and Boxing Classics HQ, he goes, "Are humans the penance of reincarnation?" I don't even know what that means, blood.
What does penance mean exactly? Yeah, reincarnation is obviously Ray Patel. He seems like. See, I rate you as well. Tiamo.
Yeah, are humans the penance of reincarnation? I don't even know. Do you mean the pinnacle? Do you mean the pinnacle, blood? Put another super chat. We'll answer because this is too random. But
it's too basic.
Someone was asking about Barry Jones, who's Prince.
Mate, Barry Jones would not do no charity event with me because you know what? That was actually offered to him. It was offered to him there was a guy called Jason Cheeseburger McCrory. He used to be the matchmaker for Frank Warren. Right. Cheeseburger basically said to him, "You against Barry and you exhibition." I was like, "Yeah, I'm up for it." So I wanted the ratings, I wanted the views, innit?
Sure.
And this is back when I was a flyweight, and Barry said no, he didn't want to do it. It was going to be a charity event as well.
He was a lightweight, right? He's a lightweight.
No, right? Feather. But to be honest, I don't know what he weighs now, but he looks bigger than Feather. But he can weigh whatever he wants. I can wear 16-ounce gloves. He can wear 12s or whatever, or 10s, whatever he wants to wear. We can do it. Yeah, I'm happy to.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Barry was ready for that, man. He's not ready for the smoke.
Look, the truth is he knows I'm not going to hold back. He knows he hits the floor, and he knows it's not going to look good for him.
Sweet. Well, God bless you, Prince Patel. Good luck tomorrow, right? We're gonna we'll talk on Twitter, so like when we catch up next week, hopefully. But great. And good luck.
I want to say a big thank you to everyone who interacted. Everyone who watched as well, and me and Triple B are gonna do this. You know what? I want to do this regular with the Triple B. When there's like a big event coming up, like a big Saudi one or whatever, and you do your live thingies, I want to jump on with you, man.
Yeah, do you know what? That worked really well, man.
I think so. I think it's a good little mix, man. I think we can do some.
Mr. Charles, I just dropped him on quickly. Mr. B and the double P Occult Legends. Well, that's pretty
Mr.
cool,
Charles,
man.
man.
Exactly what you just said.
You know what? Mr. Charles could actually be King Charles, and him and Camilla are watching this together. You see what I'm saying? The threesome's gonna happen soon.
Well, Mr. Charles, come on, blood. I need more money. You got a lot of money out of us. So, no, that's a good idea, man. We could do a watch along. We could do all kinds of, I think it's very popular, man. So, yeah, definitely up for it. Let's talk about it. The funds want it.
But YouTube need to stop taking 30% because it's a joke.
Oh, bro.
How you getting taxed 30%? That's a joke.
No, I know 5% I'd be weird, but 30%, bro. This is the horror of monopoly. This is the monopoly. All right. Take care, brother. Right. We were gonna
take care. Love. Okay. Take care, everyone.
Drop me, bro. Remember to drop me that YouTube if you get it. The YouTube.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get it either tonight or tomorrow morning, but you'll definitely have it.
God bless you.
Absolutely.
Take care, brother.
Take care. God bless everyone. Take care.
Yes, brother. Great to see you. Yeah, that was awesome, man. The Prince is fun, man. He's charismatic. He talks well. He didn't even take a sip of water. But yeah, that was great. Thank you to everybody. We got so many people, especially the legendary Shane Bongos, Radio Raheem, Others Wealth, Shane Bongos, just boxing classics, Mr. Charles. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Been very generous. God bless you. Yeah, man. We'll I think we can do more stuff together, man. Watch along, commentary. That'd be cool, man. Peace in the Middle East.